Okay, so determine the length of the shortest 2 millimeter diameter bronze wire, okay, which can be twisted through, okay, so 2 complete turns without exceeding a stress of 70 MPa. Okay, so twisted, ayan. So kahit wala pong shaft dyan, but still, sabi ko nga po kanina, so basta meron tayong twisting or pag-ikot or rotation, okay, pwede natin gamitin yung mga formula ni shaft. Okay, theta in radian, so TL over JG. Check natin yung given. So, wala pang T, wala pang J, pero makukuha. Okay, so meron ng G. So, ang kailangan lang natin ditong kunin is yung value ng torque. Okay, so si theta, pwede naman nating masolve, di ba? So, 2 complete turns. Ano po ang ibig sabihin ng 2 complete turns? 2 revolutions, no? Okay, and then meron tayong conversion ng radian into revolution or revolution into radian. Okay, so ang kailangan natin gawin is solve for torque. So check natin yung given kung ano pa ang applicable. So since meron tayong stress dyan, so I can use the torsional stress. Okay, TL divided by JG. Okay, so substitute lang po natin. So we have 70. Ay, mali. Napagkalo-halo ko na. Sorry, so that is 16T divided by pi d cube. Okay, so substitute. So ano ang pwede nating gamitin? Siguro gamit na lang ako ng meters na lang tayo. Okay, meters na lang. So kasi karamihan ay meters. And then yung choices, meters. So 70 megapascal or that is 70 times 10 raised to 6 Newton per square meter. This is equivalent to 16T divided by pi d cube. So millimeters, convert sa meter, divide natin ng 1,000. Okay, di ba yan yung conversion ng meters to millimeters to meters? Sige po, so solve natin. Pi times 2 over 1k squared or raised to 3. Then over 16. Ayan, pares ba tayong nakuha? 0.11 po ba? Tama. So that is 0.11 Newton meter. Okay, so substitute na po natin dito. Okay, again, so 2 revolution, that is also. Okay, so convert. So in 1 revolution, meron tayong 360 degrees or 2 pi radian. Okay, cancel. Tatandaan dapat naka-radian yung formula nyo po dyan sa theta. Okay, that is equivalent to the torque. So we have 0.11 times the unknown length divided by J. So it is pi over 32 times the diameter. So again, 2 over 1,000. Okay, meters raised to 4. So magbabase po ako sa meters, no? So since yung choices natin naka-meters. Okay, multiplied by G. So it is 35 times 10 raised to 9. Yan, so sa paggamit ng units, okay, so case-to-case basis, so depende kung saan ka mas madadalian. Then depende kung ano yung pinakamarami. Okay? So anyway, kung mas gusto mo talaga or kung nag-i-stick ka sa isang units kahit matagal, okay, so okay lang naman. So basta at least sa board exam, hindi mo maubos yung oras, dapat meron ka pang time sa mga ibang numbers. Okay, kasi ang ginagawa natin dito, so sa review, so yung shortest possible solution. Pero kung hindi mo kaya, pero nakukuha mo pa rin naman yung sagot, and then na-manage naman yung time, okay lang din po yan. Okay, so answer there is 6.28 meters. Yan, that is letter A. Okay, so yan, si 33. Yan, so mabilis na lang po yung mga natitira. So wala na ang 30 minutes. Kaya hindi natin makukonsume yung 4 hours natin. Okay, so paki-practice mo, no? So yun ang, kumbaga, overall ng ESAS. So formula, constants, conversions. Okay, unit analysis. Okay, so yun po talaga. Yan, and then syempre, samahan nyo ng madaming objectives. Okay, enough naman yung binibigay namin or binibigay ng Dreamforce na objectives. Okay, so basahin niyo po yung lahat. Ulit-ulitin mo hanggang ma-memorize. Okay? Sige, balikan natin yung 22. Okay, hollow. So hollow naman ito, steel shaft, 2540 mm long, must transmit torque of 34 kN meter. The total angle of twist must not exceed 3 degrees. So the maximum shearing stress must not exceed 110 megapascal. Find the inside and the outside diameter of the shaft that meets these conditions. Okay, so ito engineers, may tuturo akong technique. Okay, so technique po ito engineers sa lahat ng subject, no? So hindi lang ESAS, mapa-EE or mapa-math. So pag meron po tayong dalawang unknowns, and then dalawa din yung nasa choices. So ang gawin mo lang dyan, mag-generate ka ng isang equation na meron po yung dalawang unknowns na yun. Okay, and then after that, gamitan mo na ng trial and error. Okay, so parang yung number 22, so dalawa yung unknowns, no? Tapos dalawa din yung nasa choices. So ibig sabihin, so mag-generate lang ako ng ng isang equation, okay, na nandoon yung dalawang unknown na yon, and then pwede na ako mag-calculate. So ano po ang pwede? I can use yung torsional stress, di ba? This is 16T TO. Okay, so divided by pi times the outside raised to 4 minus the inside raised to 4. Okay? Ayan. So, magkakakuan po tayo, no? Okay? So, ipoprove lang natin yung stress. So, ang gagawin ko na lang dito, engineers, magko-convert na lang po ako. So, since yung choices natin ay naka-millimeters, so magbi-millimeter na lang po ako magbi-base. Okay? So, shaft, stress, that is torsional. Okay, 110 megapascal or 110 Newton per square millimeter. So, sabi niya, engineers, not to exceed. So, ibig sabihin, dapat hindi yan tataas. Okay, dapat yung makukuha mong sagot, okay, dapat ito not exceed. So, ibig sabihin, less than, no? Dapat mas mababa. Okay? Not exceed. So, 16 multiplied by the torque. Okay, we have 34 kilonewton meter. So, again, ang gagawin ko dito, i-convert ko yan into millimeters. Okay, 1,000 mm over 1 meter. Must not exceed, so less than or equal pala. Okay, so multiplied by the unknown outside, divided by pi times outside raised to 4 minus inside raised to 4. So minsan lang, engineers, pag ginagawa natin ito, dalawa yung nagsasatisfy. If that's the case, so at least, okay, so may na-eliminate ka ng dalawa or tatlo or isa. Okay, so ang gagawin mo na lang doon, so applyan mo na lang ng iba pang solution. Okay, so ito short. Ito naman, isa lang yung magsasatisfy. Sige, try natin. So kunin po natin yung pinakamalapit sa 110 na hindi tataas. Sabi niya, not to exceed. Okay, let's say yung outside ko, trial and error to. Okay, so yan. Outside ay x, let's say. And then, so pi times x raised to 4. Okay, minus inside raised to 4. Okay, hindi na natin gagamitin yung angle, no? So let's do trial and error, calc. So again, ang goal natin dito dapat less than or equal to 110. Yung pinakamalapit. 129 for x, 92 for y. Okay, ito possible, no? Makukuha mo dito 108.81. Possible. Okay, syempre, trial and error, itry mo lahat. 95. So ito, napakalayo na po. So we can safely eliminate letter B. Okay, how about letter C? So 132. Then 100. Okay, ito malapit din pero sumobra. So sabi niya kasi not to exceed, no? Okay, kaya hindi yan pwede. Lastly, letter D. Okay, mali na rin. So ibig sabihin, ang sagot po natin dyan is letter E. Okay, tama po yan. So wag po tayong magda-doubt dyan. Okay, approximately 129 mm and then 92 m. Okay, so yan po yung sagot. Ayan, pwede mo naman yung i-prove using the proper solution, pero at least, yan, na-trial and error na natin, na-maximize natin yung choices. Okay? So yung formula po kasi dyan, ito kapag hollow, meron tayong other formula for angle of twist. Ito that is equivalent to 2 multiplied by the torsional stress times length over the outside diameter times G. Okay? So gamitin nyo to. So ang makukuha nyo ay approximately 129 millimeters. Okay? So yan po yun. Parehas lang, no? Parehas lang yung sagot natin sa trial and error and then sa proper solution. Okay, yan. So, maximize the choices. Trial and error, so in any subject. Okay? So, lalong-lalo na kung hindi mo talaga alam yung proper solution. So, kaysa tsumamba ka dyan na power of C, power of D, o at least meron ka pa ding solution. Though hindi proper, pero makukuha pa rin yung tamang sagot. Di ba? So, sa board exam, proper pa rin yan kasi using choices. Okay, sige, paki-take note. Pakisama na rin ito. Dito tayo sa number 28. Determine the maximum shearing stress in a helical spring. Okay. So, composed of 20 turns at 20 mm diameter wire on mean radius of 80 mm when the spring is supporting a load of 2 kN. Okay, again, so helical spring tayo. Okay, so springs, napaka-importante po niyan, di ba? So, kahit sa electrical side, ginagamit rin po natin to. Ganun din sa mechanical. Okay, so springs. Okay? So, syempre, so kailangan pinag-aaralan natin or sinusolve natin yung stress. Okay, para hindi maputol o hindi mag-break yung spring natin, di ba? Kasi spring, so madaming gamit yan, di ba? Parang sa motor, yung mga shock absorber, di ba? Spring po yun. So pag yun bumigay, so mawawasak yung dinadala niya or pababa, sorry. Mawawasak yung spring. Then yung binibitbit niya, syempre, mahuhulog. Okay? Ganun din sa mga any ano natin. Okay? Sa mga equipments din, di ba? Sa mga power tools, okay, sa mga cranes and so on. Kaya napaka-importante. Okay, meron po tayong formula. So, pag ang hinahanap ay maximum stress, okay, that is equivalent to, so 16 times the load, say, times the mean radius, okay, divided by pi d cube, diameter of the spring. Okay, so multiplied by, so 4m minus 1, divided by 4m minus 4, plus 0.615, divided by n. Okay, engineers, pag ang hinahanap, so kunwari, sa problem, pag hindi siya maximum, alisin nyo lang ito. Okay? Kunwari, determine the stress, shearing stress. Pag determine the shearing stress, ito lang po yung formula mo. Okay? So, pero pag maximum stress, isama mo to. Okay, ang tawag po dito ay Wahl's factor. Okay, in case ibigay sa problem, kunwari, what is the Wahl's factor of the given spring? So, ito po yan. That quantity. Okay, wherein yung M po natin dito, that is the ratio, okay, of the mean diameter divided by the spring diameter. Okay, sige, kunin natin si M. So, this is equivalent to, so unit test po yan. Okay, mean radius ay 80 mm. So, therefore, our mean diameter is times 2. Okay, divided by 20 mm. Ito, 20. Okay, ito ay 8. Okay, so substitute na po natin. So, okay na lahat ng given. Maximum stress. So, karamihan ng given naka-millimeters. Okay, magbabase na lang po ako sa millimeters, engineers. Okay, so 16 multiplied by P. So, yung P ay load. So, 2 times 10 raised to 3 Newton times the mean radius. Okay, ito po siya, 80 millimeters. So, sa millimeters po ako magbabase. Mas karamihan naka-mm. Pi times diameter, okay, 20. Millimeters raised to 3. So, multiplied by, so 4 times 8 minus 1. Okay, so over 4 times 8 minus 4. Okay, plus 0.615 over 8. Okay, so paki-solve na lang po yan. Okay, yung value na makukuha natin dyan ay 120.6 Newton per square millimeter. Okay, and then that is approximately, so sabi natin, so Newton per square millimeter, okay, ay also equivalent to 120.6, paano to? So conversion natin ng first topic, so Newton per square millimeter is also megapascals. Okay, so sagot, pinakamalapit, so may 121 dyan, so yan ang pipiliin natin, not the 120. Okay, kung wala yung 121, yung 120. Okay, so letter A. Ayan, so direct substitution po ulit. So isama nyo na lang din yung elongation doon sa spring, meron po yun sa formula book nyo. Kindly take note of that. Okay, so marami lang formula, no? But kung tayo yung pagpipiliin, so mas gusto natin yung direct substitution. Okay, basta alam natin yung formula, syempre. Okay, sige, that is 28. Number 29. Okay, so a hole is punched to be punched to a plate having an ultimate shearing stress of 310 MPa. If the compressive stress in the plate is limited to 420 megapascal, what is the maximum plate thickness in which a hole, okay, so of 75 mm diameter can be punched? Sa ito, engineers, pinagsama yung compressive stress, okay, at saka shearing stress. Okay, if that's the case, so meron po tayong formula, madederive natin using those analysis. Okay? So para lang din po siyang pwede natin siyang ma-relate, no, doon sa ating thin-walled pressurized vessel. Given that the ultimate stress is also equivalent to the axial stress. Okay? So multiplied by the diameter divided by 40. Okay? So yan po. Ultimate or yield stress. Okay, ito naman yung allowable stress. Or pwede rin gamitan mo to ng shear, pwede rin shear. Ito naman yung axial stress. Okay, so axial stress. Ano ba yung mga axial stress? So yan yung mga compressive or tensile stress. Okay, so direct substitution na po yan. So na-derive na natin. Okay, therefore, the ultimate stress ay 310 MPa. So wag pong magtataka, so sir, bakit mas mataas yung allowable or yung allow o yung axial doon sa ultimate natin? Kasi po, iba po yung stress dyan, no? Okay, itong ultimate shearing stress natin nasa butas. Okay, yung compressive nasa plate. Okay, iba po yung measurement ng stress dyan. Kaya natural lang po na mas mataas si ultimate kaysa kay, or mas mataas si axial kaysa kay ultimate. Okay, ang hindi natural dyan, kunwari, lahat sila ay plate, tapos parehas yung, mas mataas yung axial, yun po yung mali. Okay, so multiplied by the diameter, 75 millimeters, derive na po yan. Okay, over 4 times thickness. Okay, so cancel. 420 times 75, so over 4 over 310. Okay, answer there would be 25.4 millimeters. From the choices, that is our letter A. Okay, so yan po. Yan, sama na lang ito sa formula. Pag pinaghalo yung natin, or usually yung problem lang na yan. Okay, pag pinagalo yung shearing stress tsaka yung compressive doon sa plate. And so for that problem alone, okay, use that formula. Okay, sige. So doon tayo sa last 4 numbers. Yung isa objective. Okay, a thin-walled pressurized vessel consists of a right circular cylinder with flat ends. Midway between the ends, the stress is greatest in letter B, circumferential. Okay, so mas mataas si circumferential, no? Circumferential stress ay 2 times ng longitudinal stress. Okay, 31. So compute the value of the shear modulus G of steel whose modulus of elasticity E is 200 gigapascal and Poisson's ratio mu is 0.30. So meron tayong mga series syempre of testing sa mga materials natin. Isa sa mga nakukuha natin ay itong ratio na to. Okay? Ayan, so pakibasa si engineering materials. Okay, so meron tayong formula. So G is equivalent to E divided by 2 times 1 plus mu. Okay, ito yung shear modulus, ito yung modulus of elasticity, and then ito yung Poisson's ratio. Okay, so ginagamit po yan on testings. Okay, direct substitution. So kunin lang natin si G, shear modulus. Okay, we have 200 gigapascal. So 200 times 10 raised to 9 pascals divided by 2 times 1 plus 0.30. Okay, again, so simpleng substitution. Okay, alamin mo lang yung formula. Over 2 times 1.3. Okay, answer there. So in megapascal, 76,923. Okay, 0.08. Okay, megapascals. So answer is letter B. Okay, so wag niyo na pong pag-aralan yung sobrang komplikado, yung subject ng subject ng civil. Wag na po. So far, wala namang binibigay po na ganun. Okay, kasi pang ano lang po talaga to, no? So yung major talaga to ng civil. Okay? So, yan. Kaya ko yung mga basics lang yung pag-aaralan natin kasi hindi na natin kaya, no, pag yung sobrang hirap. Okay? So, pero syempre, kailangan memorize pa rin natin yung mga formula. So, kailangan pa rin natin ng conversions, ng constants. Ayan. So, that is 31. Okay, sige engineers, yung last two numbers. So, meron akong sinulat na dito ng mga formula. Okay, direct substitution. Ayan, so ito naman. So, another type of inertia, mass moment naman. So, letter I. Okay, direct sub po ito. Ayan, paki-take note na lang po yan. So, ang sagot sa number 34 ay letter B. 34, letter A. Okay, bowling ball. So, bowling ball is a solid sphere. Diretso lang yan. So, I is equivalent to, ito, 2 over 5 times mass. Wala nang gamit yung mga ibang given dyan. Times radius. Sila yung radius, 15. Convert mo. So, 15 cm. Okay, convert sa meters. So, 1 meter over 100 cm. Square. Okay, yung I natin dyan, so that is 2 over 5. Okay, multiplied by 0.5 and then times 15 over 100. Squared. Okay, so shift TNG para matras. That is 0.0045. Okay, so kilogram meter square. So mass moment of inertia naman yan. Okay, so center of mass pa rin. So yan natin nakukuha. Okay, yung center of mass. And ikot kasi yan. So basta inertia may pag-ikot. And rotating. Diba? Kahit anong inertia, polar moment of inertia, mass moment of inertia. Okay, so yan. May rotation, may inertia. Okay, sige, paki-take note na lang po. Alisin ko lang yung picture ko. Ayan, sige. Mga formula. So yan po ay mga common geometric shapes. Okay? Ayan, so doon po tayo sa last number, 35. Okay, so still, excuse me. Okay, Okay, so what is the moment of inertia of a cylinder? Okay, so a radius 5 meters and mass of 5 kilograms. Okay, so again, so moment of inertia, ayan, so from the unit kilogram meter square, so yung I. Okay, so cylinder, so walang sinabing hollow, so therefore that is solid. Okay, 1/2 times the mass, okay, times the radius square. Direct sub, so 1/2 multiplied by 5 kilogram and then multiplied by 5 meters square. So 5 times 5 square over 2. So that would be 62.5 kilogram meter square. Okay, so answer there is letter B. Okay, ayan engineers, so that would be the end of our lecture. So I